$2,400. Sounds pretty good. Could be yours if you've been on unemployment since the month of March and have not done escalated benefits. You're waiting around waiting for a stimulus check, which is $1,200. But how about $2,400? If you started unemployment benefits in the month of March because of this pandemic, whether you're on PUA or UI, have you done escalated benefits? What is escalated benefits? How do you qualify for it? And where do you get it? March, April, May, June, July, August, September. 24 weeks approximately since you may have started benefits. $100 raise of your escalated benefits every week, $2,400. It could be yours. And that's coming up right now. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Afternoons LALATE, in which I always try to get you money under all circumstances and in, thick of winter, heat of summer, as it is today. It's sort of hot here. As always, go to the front of the channel, subscribe. Best darn community that is out there. Best community out there is out there. What is that language? I'm talking like Nancy now. And also like this video. Let's get to the breaking details. In this video, I'll be going over new jobs reports from Friday that was not good. That shows that we need stimulus right away. Second, I'll be going over the new jobs data today that says the more stimulus you provide, the better you get it going, the economy. Third, I'll be going over why the situation is going to get very bad very quickly for purposes of the U.S. economy and jobs as we go into the fall months. I'll be also answering 421 questions, but starting right off now, I'm going to tell you how to get some more money. I've been detailing to you escalated benefits over the last couple of days, and people have been really thanking me. And I've also been answering your questions about benefit weeks, and people have been really thanking me as well. What I need to say to you personally before I start this is please drop your comments in the video so that I see the comments. People are literally sending me, packages, smoke signals and DMs and tweets and how about this with my thing and how about this? Drop it in the comments because that's the spirit of this channel. We're all here to help one another, and your comments and questions help me answer them for everyone else. All right, let me get to the incredible details. First, let me go over your number of benefit weeks because I'm getting this a lot. I went on IG Live last night from the casino, and people were asking me about benefit weeks. I want to make this very clear in the simplest words possible. If you started benefits in March, you're not running out of benefit weeks. I've said this before, but I'm going to make it very clear. It's sort of like, how does a bill become a law? Benefit weeks, you are not running out now in October if you start in March. No one is running out from the month of March. The only people that are possibly running out now are people who were on benefits in 2019, that were on benefits far before this pandemic started. How do you know how many weeks of benefits you have? This, I want you to understand this as well. I've said this like literally every single day since April 25th, but people still have not heard it. You have 3 stages of benefit weeks. And before I get to the 3 stages, the number one question I get from people is it automatic? Yeah. Well, how come I don't see it anywhere? Because you don't have to see it somewhere. Why does it show that something's down to 0 weeks and there's that other thing? Because it doesn't often show in their computer systems. As soon as this video is done, go and Google FPUC. It'll tell you how many additional weeks are provided to you by the CARES Act. More about that in a second. But there are 3 stages of benefits. First, your initial stage of benefits, which is UI or PUA. PUA has about 30-something weeks, so you're not even close to that. Second, you have your state extended benefits. In the case of emergency, state by constitution, of the state constitution, may give you additional weeks of benefits. And so those tick in after you run out of your normal weeks of benefits. And then the third stage is FPEUC. The CARES Act 1 established that people will be provided additional weeks of benefits on top of their normal state benefits. So let's say you started I'm giving you examples. These are not the exact numbers. I'm giving you examples. Let's say your state benefits are usually starts at 10 weeks. Okay. Then state extended benefits, 5 weeks. Okay, now you're 15. FPUC, let's say FPUC is 10 more. Okay, now you're 10 more on top of that. That's how it works. It keeps on rolling along. So if you basically, again, bottom line is if you went on benefits in the month of March, you're not running out of benefits yet. When is this going to become an issue? It's going to become an issue later this year, early next year. It's not now. So that's really great news. All right, let's do extended benefits. Extended benefits. If you started benefits in the month of March, which I hope you did if you qualify, and you didn't just apply yesterday for things that happened in March and didn't ask for money in March. I hope you did it for March. And generally, it seems as though most viewers have gotten this right. Thank God, because I've been talking about this since April. So it appears that a lot of viewers have gotten the months of certification correct. What they've not done is they have not known about escalated benefits. What are escalated benefits? As I've said in recent videos, I'm a kid in LA, and I use words, and my words may not be the same as a person you call on the phone in Tennessee. So if you say escalated, like, what is escalated? You say maximum who? Just understand what I'm referring to so you can use your own words, because they may not understand my words. Also, don't say, LALATE told me to do this, because they don't know me. And you shouldn't be talking about me anyway behind my back. Just joking. Let's get to the details now. Every state has a range of weekly benefits. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. So California, for example, you may start at $167 a week. Guess what? That's not how much California pays out. They go up higher. Every state goes up higher. So every state has a bottom line and a highest line, bottom and highest line. So they'll start at something in the $100 range, and they'll end at something in the $300, $400 range, maybe $200 range. Generally, the range from the lowest to the highest is about at least $100. Sometimes it's a $200 range. The reason why they have a range is because for people who are unemployed that make very little money, they start at the base level benefits. Well, do you feel cheated when you made more than $25,000 last year, and you're starting at the base level benefits of people make $6,000? Do you feel cheated? You should. That's why this is called escalated benefits. How does escalated benefits work? Basically, the concept of it is that they start everyone in the state at the bottom level, okay? And then you have to ask to raise it up. They don't do it themselves because they're cheap. You have to ask it for themselves. And so what do you qualify for it? How much is it? How does this whole thing work? Basically, let me give you the broad picture. The broad picture is that if you made whatever, you made more than $15,000 last year. Here's an example. I had someone send me a private message that said, I made $22,000 last year. Do you think I should try this? I said, it doesn't hurt. I mean, it's going to take an hour of your time. Just do it. If maybe you're going to get nothing, maybe you will. I always say this, that if you made $30,000 gross revenue 2019, you may be at the maximum level. Yes, it's as low as $30,000 may trigger the maximum level. So if you're a person who made $80,000 last year, or $90,000, or $60,000, or $50,000, you're way over the maximum level in most states. So go get that maximum benefits. It's people who are lower that may say, well, I don't know if I'm maximum. Well, you're still more than where you are, potentially, so go and apply to see the escalation. Escalation is raising it up. Maximum is reaching the maximum platitude. Plantain. So the important thing to understand is there's generally a $100 to $200 range from the lowest to the highest. How do you do this? Get your 2019 tax return out. You don't have a 2019 tax return? File it. Then get the 2019 tax return out. Look at it. Get it into PDF format. Go online. There's PDF sites that you can convert it to PDF format for free. Get it on your computer. Then write a letter. Hi, my name is Nancy, and I used to work as a yogurt manufacturer. I was laid off. You don't have to go into all that. You just say, hi, here's my name. Here's my social security number. Do I qualify for more benefits than I'm getting per week? Here's my 2019 tax return. Thank you so much. Here's my phone number. send the letter off. How do you send it? You put it in the portal of the website. You send it electronically in the website. The biggest problem I have with viewers is not with the viewers, but with the situation for viewers, is that they say the website will not allow you to electronically send messages and upload documents. So at those cases, you have to go to the post office and set a priority mail or something like that. Then you do it and you're on your way. How much money is this? Well, if you are qualified for maximum benefits, it'll be $100 a week difference approximately from March to now in October. That's approximately 24 weeks, $2,400 at least. It's a lot of money. And that's why I'm here, to get you money. Let me go over other details. Breaking news today. Jobs. New report says that if millions of new jobs could be created, the government spends more money. I told you. IMF predicted in June a contraction of 4.9% of global GDP. International Monetary Fund manager Kristiali Georgieva said in a news statement that if governments spend more money, there'd be more jobs. For advanced and emerging markets, increasing public investment by 1% of GDP in these economies create 7 more million jobs directly, and between 20 to 33 million jobs overall when looking at that situation. I really like this quote. You know why I like this quote is because I've been detailing how the Federal Reserve said that most countries around the world has spent 30% of their GDP on stimulus. America, we're not even at 15%. Friday's jobs numbers, horrible. I repeat it in a lot of videos, but I got to repeat it here as well. Wall Street is expecting 800,000 new jobs, 600,000 new jobs, approximately. It's just a bad number. It's a very bad number. We're not into the pandemic. Now, what do you need to know going into the fall months? If you have a job, you're going to get laid off. If you work in a restaurant and you're doing outside dining, guess what? If lockdowns come and you can't do indoor dining, you're going to get laid off. A lot of businesses are dependent on this outside thing, and as soon as the cold weather comes, you're going to get laid off, potentially. So what's happening is that a lot of businesses may not survive. Additionally, there's a whole issue of liquidity. If the stimulus doesn't come by PPP or EIDL, these businesses may not have money to pay you as the employers going forward. So the situation is going to go from bad to worse if there's no stimulus. Let me answer some of your 421 questions from yesterday. Livia, we are about 6 weeks before Thanksgiving. How many Americans will even have a roof over their heads? Antonia, I'll give them a number, the number of people that need help right now. Get it done. Love LALATE. Well, thank you. Brenda, I don't get it. They act as if the money is theirs when it's the taxpayers. I get that comment like literally 3 times per video now. I love it. It's so true. Patricia, why can't anyone feed their family and pay rent bills for 6 months on... how can anyone pay their family and rent bills a month for 6 months on $1,200? You tell me how. Brian Kelly, kick everybody out of office. Paula, LA, we need the stimulus to survive. We can't even keep food on utility bills. Barbara, good evening, LA. LA, it's thundering bad in my neck of the woods. We'll catch up with you later. Okay. God bless. Well, thank you, Barbara Perez. Otto Wilkerson. I'm so tired of this foolishness. Chris Green. The people need to be made whole if they want the economy back whole. Ashley Will. Hey, LA, really hoping for another employment boost. LWA has been spent and the hard times are back with revenge. People need this money to get it done. Amen. Blessing to you. The president needs to get something done. Tracy Quick. What if it's Becky Quick's sister? There was another question here. Oh, here we go. Carlita Mears, I'm ashamed of our government. Sherry, I don't understand why the numbers are not having an impact and no decisions are being made. Gerardo Rivera, we need to vote them out. Terry Self, you would think he would want, if he wants his job for 4 more years. He's saying that, hey, you need an executive order for stimulus checks and for FPUC or LWA 2.0. You would think he would do that. I just don't understand what's wrong with him. Chris Green, Mitch would haggle at a children's lemonade stand. Mercedes Perlata, the Republicans are saying they can vote through virtual for the Supreme Court. So why can't they vote virtual for the stimulus? Elaine Harding, it would be a blessing if Trump could give us retro pay. Christine, Mitch and Pelosi need to step down. They're the problem. Adan Bustiza, I'm still voting against all of them. You should. Everyone better. Ruby Walker, it costs more than $4,000 for a lot of people. Christine, I'm hoping my speculation is correct and the president has waited for Congress to do the right thing and now steps in with executive orders to do what Congress hasn't done for months. I hope you do too. I mean... President can do executive orders for FPUC. President can do executive orders for LWA. President can do executive orders for stimulus checks. President can do all this stuff. And yet his priority has been, not there. His priority has been Mark Meadows and Larry Kudlow going out to press over the weekend saying how wonderful the economy is, how we're so great. Even Steve Mnuchin reportedly told press, or told Nancy, who told press, this is all third-party source, that he doesn't want to go $600 a week for FPUC because it discourages people from going back to work. As long as we have that mindset coming from these people, we're just really fucked. We're just really messed up. I almost said it. It's just, these people really need to understand this needs to be done now, not tomorrow. As I've been saying in a lot of videos today, and I'll repeat it in this one as well, the stimulus relief that we're talking about now is relief that should have been given to you months ago. And so it's no longer stimulus. It's money to rebound this economy back in June. Now it's money for much of, it's money that's long overdue. And as America goes under lockdown in several states across the country and the pandemic starts to roar on and we get into cold weather months and businesses will be shuttered, guess what? There's no new stimulus package, a forced stimulus package ready to deal with that situation. These congressional leaders are so far behind on getting even the first thing done that things are just piling up. And they're completely inadequate. And I don't think it's an issue of Republican or Democrat. I just think it's an issue of the people. These congressional leaders are just no good. Go to the Friends channel, subscribe. And boy, a lot of big developments coming up next on Pelosi versus Mnuchin, so tune in for that as well. Also like this video. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay with LA for more.